Hello, welcome to Pen and Paper ASMR. Today I wanted to swatch my new markers with you. If you have watched ASMR, honestly, even just, probably just scrolling shorts or reels or TikTok, you've probably seen those videos, even if they're just the short ones, of people using markers and coloring in like little cute drawings, stuff like that. And I have to say I was influenced. It looks so relaxing, especially when the things that you're coloring are really cute. And I did one coloring video before and I really liked it because it was soothing. I got to use some drawing supplies, but I had some qualms with that because when I did it, I used Crayola Super Tip markers. And I really like those. They definitely serve a purpose, but there wasn't the biggest range of colors and they weren't very inky. So I was trying to color a large area and it's like the marker, the ink couldn't keep up with how I was moving the marker. The marker was too dry by the time I got to the other side of the shape, if that makes sense. So I was definitely influenced. So I got these. So I got the Ohuhu brand, and this is the Honolulu B series of markers. They're art markers, and it says paint up your inspiration, and this is the 48 color set. I know that there are some more budget friendly options for the alcohol markers on Amazon, but there were that's a lot to store. There were bigger packs of markers for about the same price from other brands. I don't have a ton of room to store 300 markers. So I got a 48 count, and I got this brand just because it is one that you see a lot of people use, and I trusted those reviews. And one other thing about this, which I'll show you as we do our color swatches back here, is that in my opinion, for 48 colors, this gives you a pretty wide range. It has the light colors, the medium tone colors, and the dark colors. A lot of the other packs that I saw that were 48 or 72, they really tended to lean more towards the light side. Nothing wrong with that, but I just wanted a little more variety. There are some really cute sets. They might not even be as light as they showed online, but this one showed that it had a good variety. So, without further ado, I will open it up. And so, it's just a cloth case, has a handle, you can pick it up, and it has a zipper. Let me get the papers. Okay, so if you unzip it, I discovered that it works better if you kind of turn the lid kind of inside out. And the way I discovered this is I actually already filmed this video. I've already tested all these markers, and when you get at least this set, it comes with a couple of things. It comes with the booklet for the brand, and this is kind of explaining how alcohol markers should be taken care of. There's let's see, I went too far. I promise it's in here. Yep, right here at the beginning. There's an FAQ page. There's the different series that they have. It gives you the color chart for each series. This is actually the series that I have, the Honolulu series colors. And so this one comes in, I believe, 363 colors. Okay, so that's what this little booklet is. And these markers are the Honolulu Bee, which are brush and fine tip. The brush tip right here, it says Ohuhu Super Brush Tip is crafted with flexible nylon, which is ideal for shading, blending, and layering. And it has a fine tip. And that's down here. Fine tip, Ohuhu fine tip allows for precise details. So there's the book that it comes with. It comes with, I think this one's really cool. It comes with a little plastic sheet to put behind your paper. From what I understand, alcohol markers can be a lot more like I guess juicy, like more ink comes out than a regular marker. And so to prevent it from like ruining the pages behind it, like ruining your work surface, they give you this. And it's just, I mean, it's very flexible and it's not crinkly. It's actually kind of soft. I like it. Okay. And then the thing that I've already done, it came with 2 little swatch cards. Okay. And, you know, I did them all. There's 48, so I swatched the 48 colors. And I do my recording on my phone. I don't have like a tripod set up. My phone is like balanced with some books on a little table that's on top of my desk. And so normally I can't see what's in frame. I kind of have like a general idea on my desk, like this area is pretty safe. But as I was coloring, I slowly started to move it this way. And I do my editing in iMovie on my iPhone just to make sure that like where I start and stop clips, you know, has as smooth as I can make it transition. And so I'm just fast forwarding through it, making sure it looks right. Well, this card was cut off halfway, so I didn't know that until the end. So now I'm trying something new. I have a mirror kind of pointed down. It's weird. It looks really funny, but I'm gonna try using a mirror from now on to make sure that I'm in frame. So I'm gonna do the swatches again, and something I actually really liked is that if you go to their website, they have the same thing. Like this is the 48 color set, and it's the same order as these. It's just blown up some. So it gives me more space to like test it, which is also good because these were a little difficult to stay in the line. So maybe I'll be a little better with this. So let me kind of shift these to the side. I'm using my mirrors, bear with me. And then I'm just gonna use one at a time. And I'm gonna put the plastic sheet back behind it. I think that's gonna cover. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look kind of through the light, you can see the boxes. I'm trying to make sure that all the boxes are covered. Okay, so we're just gonna go down. We'll find it together and then I'll color it in. Okay, so first one is Y2 Sunflower. And I'm gonna use the brush tip end. That's what it looks like. The other end is the fine point. This one's nice, but you can see it is a lot smaller than the brush tip, so it would take a long time to fill that in. And a feature I like about these as well is that when you pick it up, you know, some of these are one direction, some of them are the other, but the side with the little gray stripe, that's the end with your fine point. The one that's just white, that is your brush tip. And they do fit really well on the back, so if you were using it for a long time, it's actually really comfortable. But since I'm just going box by box, I'll just hold it in my hand. So enough rambling, onto the coloring. So Y2 Sunflower. Y3 Barium Yellow. YR1 Dark Yellow. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, one row down. YR2 Marigold. This color I really like. YR3 Orange. I don't know how much you can tell from this far away, but this is why I could never ever make those satisfying videos of filling things in. My hands shake a little bit when I'm writing, just because I changed how I hold my pen a couple years ago, and it just shakes a little, so I'm outside the lines. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry. YR4 is Salmon Pink. And to me, this is more of like cooked salmon rather than raw salmon. I think of raw salmon as being a little more pink than that. But it does look like cooked salmon, so YR5 Terracotta. Let's see. Wow, right there. Oh, and these did not come in any order, so I did not mess up an order. They were all scrambled when I got them. Okay, terracotta. I've already used this. Here it is. Terracotta. BR1 is next, and that is raw umber. Let's see, BR1. Okay, making sure this was right. Oh, gosh, okay. I have to say, these feel exactly like I hoped they would feel. I'm just not very used to them. But they are very, I don't know, reactive. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know, you don't need a lot of pressure to make it come out, which is what I was really hoping for. This one cracks me up. This is BR2, and it's called Potato Brown. I don't know if that's like a common shade of brown that I've just never heard of or what, but Potato Brown. Alright, now on to BR3 Rose Beige. Let's see. want. R2 is next. That's vermilion. R4, deep red. This one I've made a little messy on the cap. I'm not sure what I did, but I'm kind of scared to try to wipe it off. Let's see. Yeah, it's dried on. Okay. R5, cherry pink. Next is R7, old red. Come on, hands. Next is R8, geranium. R9, pastel rose. R10, pastel pink. Okay, I do have a question. If anyone watching this knows the answer, I'm not an artist, so I feel like I say that a lot. If you by chance watched a different video I've made, I always say that. So I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I'm not an artist. In my mind, it might be hard to tell with my lighting since it's really warm, but this to me is more pastel than this. Like, this is a light pink, but it's still bright. What actually makes something a pastel? Because there's a similar thing on this other one where there's like a pastel blue but a sky blue as well, and the sky blue looked more pastel to me, and this pastel rose looks more like a pastel pink than the pastel pink does to me. So if if you know the answer, let me know because I'm super curious why that's pastel pink, because I wouldn't call it pastel pink. So tell me why that is if you know. R11 Mauve Shadow. R11. Oh, here it is. P1 is Vivid Purple. Alright, that's P1, so now P2 is a light violet. So there's P4, P3, P2. P3, Pastel Violet. And then we have P4, Lavender. I feel like I just touched P4. P4. And last one for the sheet is P5. I believe you say this word aubergine. I know it means eggplant. Like it's an eggplant, so it's like an eggplant purple. So maybe it means eggplant isn't right. It just is an eggplant. Okay. Okay. So that is color swatch sheet 1 done. So we have our yellows, our browns, reds, pinks, and purples. So we're going to move on to the second color swatch page. I'm just going to take this and we can look at the back real quick. So essentially, it didn't bleed. I printed these on cardstock, so this isn't just printer paper. It's like thick cardstock. But there's nothing on my plastic sheet. It just, I don't know if it necessarily bled, but it did ghost a lot. Like you can obviously see the colors. So, something to keep in mind, and we'll move to color swatch 2. Alright, on to color swatch page 2. So first one is RP1. So let's find RP1. And this is Vivid Reddish Purple. Next is PB1 Sky Blue. This is the one I think looks like a pastel blue. Next is PB2 Brilliant Blue. Also powdered peanut butter you can buy at the grocery store. Next is PB6 Royal Blue. There it is. PB7 is next. And this is what they call pastel blue. So PB7. I mean, it is light, but hey, let me move these. Okay. Alright, pastel blue. I don't know. I guess that is kind of pastel, but to me, that's pastel blue. Again, if you know why they call that pastel blue, let me know. PB8 is next. I'm not quite sure. I feel awkward when I say that word, but I think it's cerulean blue. PB9 Cloud Blue. PB9 Cloud Blue. Next is PB10, and it's a turquoise green light. So PB10. Next is BG1 turquoise green. So this was turquoise green light, and now we're doing turquoise green. So BG1. Oops, I hit my desk with my knee. Alright, turquoise green. G1 emerald green. Next is G2 Vivid Green. G5 Turquoise Ink Blue. G5. Oh, all the way over here. Next is G8 Glass Green. G8. This one, yeah, it's like I think I know what they mean by glass green, but I also think of like seafoam green with this one. Oh, sorry, that was really outside the lines. GY1 is pale green. GY2 is grass green. It's G2, GY4. There it is, GY2. We have a lot of the GYs in order. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think that this is the only number set that goes that sequentially. So we have 6. The PBs had a run for it, but they only got 5 in order. So we're on GY3 now. This is Bud Green. I just saw the next one, GY4, Yellow Green. GY5 Absinthe, which I think is like a genera mineral, I think. GY6. Anise, I think is how you say that. Anise. And then we move into our grays. So this set gives you one warm gray. So warm gray 1, WG01. Let's see. Should be relatively easy to spot, you think. There it is. Okay. Then we have a cool gray, and this is cool gray 20, CG200. I'm assuming that's a 2, like Roman numerals 2. Let's see. No, that's 07. That's 04. Oh, right here. Yeah, 00. Alright, next is CG204, Cool Gray 24. I just saw that one. Was not that one. Was this one? Yeah, this one. Oh, goodness. Okay. Then the one I kept trying to pick up, CG207, Cool Gray 27. And finally, our last one is 120 Black. Okay, and that is Color Swatch 2. So let me see if I can I'll show you the back first. So again, not much, no bleeding. There's nothing on the plastic sheet, no color left behind. But the back, you can definitely see every color. Let's see. What if we put that there? Put this beside it. Again, work with me a little bit just because my setup's not super professional. Okay, so these are the 48 markers and the 48 colors. The second one, it carried over a little bit of the purple, but then finished with the blues, turquoise, greens, and gray, finally leading to black. So those are all 48 colors that you get if you buy the 48 color Ohuhu set. Like I said, I liked the fact that there were the lighter colors as well as like actual deep colors, especially some variations with the green and the blue. Sometimes you just get like a dark blue or dark green, but you have a couple different options to choose from here. And yeah, this is what you get. If you did notice, there was this one marker that we never used. The number is 0, and it is the colorless blender. Heck, if I know how to use a colorless blender, I'm sure there are techniques that I'll learn, especially if I, do the cute coloring books and all that. Maybe, who knows? But these are our color swatches. Let me know if you know the answer to that question about the pastels, like why is this pastel pink compared to this one? Why is this pastel blue compared to that one? This one I get, that makes sense. But yeah, if you know, please let me know. I would really appreciate that. And I hope you have just a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.